right, what's happening, everyone? How we doing? We're here in the studio. We've got kind of the next update of the studio in process here. We're experimenting again with some different. If you haven't followed these videos, they're very unprofessional, but we are wanting to show you the process of creating kind of this new look and this new studio thing. We have all sorts of new things around us, and we're making some cool content. Marco, what's going on today?
I'm going good. It's kind of just started to rain all of a sudden out of nowhere, and we thought, oh, maybe it's going to get into the microphones, but I think we're excited.
I like that rain sound effect you guys have.
Which is funny because the thing that we have now has sound effects. But, this is always something that we've wanted to do is kind of make it seem like we're just posting up for a conversation and we're inviting you all to just come play guitars with us. So I feel glad that we're finally here.
Yeah. I'm really excited about this new setup. We'll share more about the setup and all that stuff. Again, we're just taking some progress on this. Still going to be working out some lighting things, but you can see the beautiful guitar wall behind us. This is the same studio. You may have noticed the brick wall in the past. This is the same place that the brick wall was located, and so now we're again improving this and changing this. Really excited for that. And my voice is not great today, so it's not going to be a long video if this works out. But we, again, want to show you this process. So we're just going to talk about a couple different guitars that we're holding. We're going to each play a little bit for you and kind of showcase what's in these guitars just very quickly. But I'll have you go first, Marco. What do you got? What guitar is that? And then what do you have in there?
Yeah, this is our Yamaha AEX20, I think.
Ooh.
AEX 520.
520.
Specifically. And we've loaded these mini humbuckers in here. And you can see that this is like a P90 route. But usually there's these adapter rings so you can fit mini humbuckers into your P90 equipped guitar if that's something that you feel like doing. I think these are kind of like sleeper pickups. You don't see them that often unless you're into like Les Paul Deluxes and stuff. But they do the humbucker thing, but they also give you kind of some of that single coily chime. Kind of like best of both worlds.
Yeah.
I feel like I say that a lot, but this is the best of both worlds. I'm in the neck position and I'm going through the iridium on the chime setting. So we'll see some reverb and stuff too. Yeah, just some nice clean tones.
Nice.
Just to kind of hear the response. I don't really know what I'm playing ever, but it's just to hear kind of the tonal quality, I guess.
Yeah, you can kind of hear. It's sort of it's a semi-hollow, but it's like a flat top, kind of bridging the gap between a couple different types of guitars, I would say. But really nice clarity kind of comes through. Hopefully, you can hear that through the camera in this test video. And again, as we look through and as we share this stuff, we're tweaking and constantly improving. But I think you can hopefully hear how that sounds kind of as the signal goes.
Yeah.
And now there's a backup alarm in the complex. So our studio is not soundproof, as you may have figured out. It's close to soundproof, but I've got the PRS McCarty 594. I don't know if I always is it 594 McCarty 5. I think it's McCarty 594. One of those things. Fantastic guitar. This is one of the S2s, so not your uncle's fancy flame top. Just a little more subtle, which I actually happen to like. And I do like how the S2s have just a little bit different carve on them.
Yeah.
Well, it's very comfortable. It's almost like it hints on that forearm kind of strat thing going on there too. So I've got the Anthem PAF in the neck position. I'm just going to play a little bit of clean tone. I'm going through the Fractal FM3, and you can hear kind of just the clean sounds of this specific Anthem PAF. This is the stock wind, I believe, right, on this. So this is the same Anthem PAF that you would get if you ordered from the site. So real quick, I'll stop and you notice you can hear the reverb and the delay, and some people want the driest signal possible. But again, as we sit down, we're just going to explore a lot of tones, and we're going to share a lot of stuff that we like. This is the setup I use all the time. This is kind of my stock clean sound. my go-to sort of clean sound. I think it's a twin reverb model on here, but I'm not 100% sure. I just wanted to share that with you. I really like the way that that reverb and delay is there. You can hear it. So you can hear the delay subtly, but you hear the reverb kind of over the top. So it gives me just like almost a little slapbacky kind of delay. It's just always on. I don't even care about tempo of the delay or the repeats. It's just always on. It's kind of there. It's just in the background. So you've got some reverb on yours as well.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll show up kind of as we play.
Yeah, and this just has like a room knob, and I usually set it around noon, but it's the biggest tank. You can go in there and change what tank size.
Oh,
and
nice.
So it's the biggest tank because
Okay.
I like a lot of reverb. But it's very subtle.
Yeah, I can hear the end of it. Yeah, nice.
But to me, that is like what makes it kind of fun to play and in the room. And then, I don't know, sometimes you're playing something and you're like, this tastes like overcooked fried chicken. It's so dry. And like, this isn't fun to play through. It's probably not fun to listen to. But if you do really want like super clean DI tones of any specific pickup, please do let us know and drop a comment. And we do look at that stuff and we want to make this interesting for you. And if that's what you like, then we can definitely do something like that. I think.
Yeah, definitely. I think there's so many great solutions, and we're just exploring and changing and trying different things for our setup, and this makes it more streamlined and more quick to kind of showcase different stuff. And again, we're going to do all sorts of content in the future. This is just the latest step in the progress. Each week, we're kind of doing two kind of, I think, big steps a week almost. I think we've got some other stuff planned that will be sort of off-camera things. We're kind of doing some monitor stuff and some more light stuff in the future. Anytime you see guitars hanging up behind us, if you have questions about what they are, let us know, and those will rotate around. If you're like, oh, what's that blue one behind you? I want to hear it. We'll make a video. That's kind of what this is for. Just a lot of sit down kind of things, like you were saying, and just having fun. And we'll incorporate this into the podcast. So maybe our podcast will have some audio, but we want to sit down and just showcase a couple different guitars a week and let you guys kind of know what's going on here in the Porter shop. So thanks so much for watching.
Yep. See you.
See ya.